Filthy pig.
Welcome everybody to Doomer versus Boomer. I'm Jeremy, and that's Dan the Boomer. And this week we watched Beau is Afraid, the Ari Aster film from 2023, starring Joaquin Phoenix, made by A24 Studios. Dan, if you could summarize your experience watching this movie in one word, what word would you choose?
Balls.
Balls?
Yeah.
Balls is actually not a bad part. Let's get into it. Why don't you tell us what the Boomer didn't like about Beau is Afraid? Go ahead.
Spoilers.
Okay. The part where you turn on the TV and it starts, I didn't like that, to where the part where you turn off the TV and it's over.
So the entire thing.
Every fucking horrible 3 hours of it.
Okay, so
I'm gonna go out now and say it's not the worst movie that's ever been made. It is not. But
okay.
It is certainly within the top 25.
Okay, I kind of thought you would feel that way. I had never seen this before I picked it.
Will you ever see it again, Jeremy?
No, this is a movie you don't need to see
I want to know this. This is a question I want to know. Do you believe there's a human being alive that saw that movie and was happy that they saw it?
I actually liked it. I didn't hate it.
Get the fuck out of here. What did you like about it?
Okay, you want to go? Well, we can start with the good if you want.
There was no good.
Okay.
I already covered the good.
Hold on a second.
The part where I turned the TV off. That was good.
You complained last week about how everything is a remake, a redo, a revamp.
Last time on Boomer versus Doomer.
Every goddamn movie that came out this year is either a part 6, part 7, remake, whatever. You know what I mean? And nothing original. They're all shitty.
We now take you back to your regularly scheduled program.
No, recast.
There's not a Mayor Cupcake 2.
Right, but I'm saying like all of the movies that come out are all rehash shit.
There will not be a Is Beau Afraid 2.
Say what you will. Okay, this movie has a couple things that. Okay, there's nothing else like it. Number one, you cannot say you've seen a movie like this.
Nothing like it.
And
never seen a movie.
There's nothing like it, and probably won't be another one like it.
Never will.
And it was totally unpredictable. You did not know what was coming up next. You had no idea where they were going at any point in time. In that entire movie.
The poison blue paint I thought was going to be white poison paint.
Why?
I just said that. How the fuck would you know there'd be poison paint?
So that's another thing. This movie was funny. All right, I laughed a lot in this movie.
There was not one. One corner of my mouth didn't even.
You're crazy.
Nothing.
When he gets hit by the car.
No.
Dude, I started dying. When he's like,
no, it wasn't funny.
He's butt-ass naked. He runs up to the police officer, and he's like, help me. And the officer's like pointing his gun and shaking. And he's like, don't shoot me, don't shoot me. And he runs backwards.
How about when he's in the bathtub and the fucking guy's on the ceiling, and he's been there for how many days?
Well, like a whole day, we think.
A guy up there for a day without getting tired, and then he falls.
And the spider lands on him. It was funny. I don't care what the giant penis monster, didn't see that coming, didn't make any sense. I was laughing.
And they shot the giant penis monster, right?
And he stabbed the fuck. And
it. Okay.
And for some reason, the giant penis monster had
his dad. Wasn't it his dad?
Yeah, but that doesn't. The xenomorph stabs him in the head. The guy that was going after him. When she starts chugging the paint, I started dying laughing.
The poison blue paint.
Okay. If you chug a gallon of paint, you're going to die. It doesn't have to. You don't have to specify the paint is poison.
She said it was poisoned.
It's a gallon of paint. It's poison by itself.
She didn't drink a whole gallon.
She was chugging, and then she died.
Yeah.
Nathan Lane is in it. He's very funny. That whole scene, it kept getting crazier and crazier as it went on.
Okay.
Joaquin Phoenix, you don't think he wasn't good in this? He played a very believable, mama's
act
boy.
Like he was acting would take some ability. I'll go with that.
It was totally off the wall, but
that doesn't make a movie good.
What makes a movie good?
Just because one guy plays a good scene.
Does it have to?
It's got What was the movie about, Jeremy?
It was about Beau and so the whole movie. I think I was waiting for a scene where we would see what Beau is seeing, but from a bystander.
We
never got it.
No, because you're waiting.
That would have it kind of would have changed the whole movie, though, because we're seeing everything from his point of view. He's obviously got problems. He's obviously on a lot of medication. This is all probably happening in his head, right? But we don't get the scene of the straight man.
I felt like they were you needed that as an explanation because
Okay.
it's too bizarre.
When he has sex for the first time as like a 50-year-old man or whatever, and then he looks up and she's just dead, like,
Now
and then he like smacks her off, frozen, and then he just like swipes her away and starts crying. Like, dude, that was funny. That was fucking funny.
No laughing.
Yeah.
I never laughed.
When they're at the play and all of a sudden you see the grenade and then just all the people explode, that wasn't funny. Dude, it was funny.
Okay, and see, that's another part. It seemed like there was 3 directors because there was 3 different parts, like the New York dirty sidewalk, filthy apartment part was like the first director, and then the second director was in the woods with the play people, and then the third director was inside the mansion.
Yeah, it was.
Didn't it seem like that? Like
no, you're right. It was all the same. It honestly seemed like he took 3 different drugs and wrote 3 movies and just smashed them
or
together,
something like that. Because
that's
very disjointed and different.
Well, and that's okay. This is part of the bad.
And the most disgusting was the New York filth. I had a hard time.
Okay, when he's running full sprint into his apartment, he slams the door behind him, and then there's the dude with the eyes and the tattoos, like there. Like that was funny. That was fucking funny. Okay, this movie had funny parts. I don't care.
And
like
just dead people laying in the middle of the road.
dead guy in the middle of the street. He like.
No, I didn't find it. I found it bizarre, not funny.
Right, but I think that it was trying like it was supposed to be funny.
You thought? Oh, so you were trying to figure out what the director and the producer and the writer.
No, I was just watching.
What do you think they were trying to do? You think they were trying to make an epic film that will go down in history, making a huge message with their?
Well, I think that it was kind of like this is very indulgent, I guess is the word I would use for the director. Like, okay, I'm not going to argue that this isn't a weird ass fucking movie and it made any sense. It didn't. Like,
made no sense.
But I was okay. The only parts that I really like, there were scenes that dragged on too long. They went too long, and like the whole arc in the woods and the play, like all of that, I was kind of that was boring. But like the first 45 minutes where he's in the city and then he gets hit by Nathan Lane and his wife, and then they're like taking care of him and they're nuts and their daughter's nuts and there's that nuts guy that lives with them, Jeeves, and then he's like hunting Joaquin Phoenix down. Like that was all really entertaining. The whole wood story, it was like have you ever seen The Gruffalo, which is like a kids movie?
No.
But the whole middle part reminded me of that, like the animation style and all that. It reminds me of these like British animated movies they made out of these books like 10 years ago. My kids love them.
Yeah.
Room on the Broom, shit like that.
Yeah, but I'm sure they're entertaining more than this
right,
movie.
and like, okay, this is not a movie for everybody, yourself obviously included.
I'm going to say it's not a movie for anybody other than Jeremy.
No, it flopped. I checked the box office because I was like, there's no way this movie is good.
That's what I want to add a new category besides more popcorn, take a piss, wear a diaper, execute the director. I think that I want the director executed.
Okay, look.
That's how I rate
here's
this
what
film.
I think that this movie, this was a director sucking himself off. I'm not going to disagree.
It was. He made this movie for himself.
He wanted everybody to see
nobody would like it or understand
right, how smart and how artsy he was, for sure.
Okay, and I will agree with that. He's very smart and very artsy, but nobody's going to like his fucking film.
You could have cut this into a 2-hour movie and had it make sense.
Or 120 short movies.
Well, at least 3 short movies, but you could have cut this.
You know how they do the middle 2 or 3 minute short movies.
So you could cut out the middle.
How long was it? Was it 3 hours?
It was 3 hours.
Oh my fucking god!
And then if you,
I was so proud of myself when I got to 2 hours.
And
then I hit pause to see what I had left, and it said 3 more days, 3 more fucking days. Dan.
That was one of the bads I wrote. It's weird for weirdness' sake. I'm not trying
with
to
you, Jeremy, for this movie. I'm going to get
you're taking us watching this as a personal.
Somehow.
This is the spirit of the show, Dan.
No, I'm not taking it personal. But you need to be taught a lesson.
Okay. If you say you just stumbled upon this movie, when would you have shut it off? If you just started watching it randomly.
When the guy with the tattoo eyeball pupil guy chased him in his New York apartment.
Yeah.
Or sooner.
We don't actually know if it was New York, but it was safe.
It was filthy.
It was filthy. It looked like
Tijuana on a Saturday morning.
When he's in the drugstore and he's like trying to get water because he took his pills, and he looks over and all the homeless people are just going into his apartment. Like, that was funny. That was crazy.
The entire city was emptied. Actually,
if I'm allowed to try and interpret,
we have a different view of humor, obviously.
Right, you like stupid shit.
I love stupid shit.
If I'm trying to interpret, I think what we're trying to see, or at least what they were trying to do, is this is what it's like to have extreme anxiety without seeing it from a regular person, a non-crazy anxious person's perspective. I think that's what they were going, because the worst possible thing always happens.
But you got to be okay. You, with your deranged mentality, you were entertained by this movie. Could you imagine sitting through that without being entertained and not finding it entertaining, like me?
Well, it was torture because you didn't give it a chance because it wasn't like, okay, here's my character, here's my good guy, here's my bad guy, here's the plot. We got to do the thing.
No plot.
And get the thing right. It was not plot driven.
And if there was a plot, it was so fucking deep. That you would,
no, it was a character. It was a character-driven movie, not a plot.
He was trying to show that the guy had a lot of anxiety. Yes. Okay, but you got that in the apartment quickly.
If you wanted to make this more commercially friendly, you could have cut it to 2 hours. You could have added a scene where you see from a regular person's perspective, Beau just is crazy. And then it would make a lot more sense, right? But they didn't. He decided not to do that. I don't know that
it would ever make sense.
Well, it would make sense if you were say the scene.
You could have cut it after New York, and you got it. You got the message. Halfway through New York.
And then like the penis monster. I just don't like. You see him chained up, so like he had a brother, but like did he? And his mom.
His mom was more fucking nuts than him.
Well, that's the other thing is, and then the last scene where he's in the boat and they're in like an arena, and they're like talking about things he did when he was a kid. Is like I don't know what any of this.
And the ending, it was just over.
It's just over.
If you sneezed, you might have missed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't. It made
no resolving anything.
But I didn't hate it. I did not hate it, and you know what? We always like
you know, Jeremy. I don't hate it either. I hate you.
Because I picked it. I picked it.
Making me watch it.
And I deserve it. But it's also like there's no. You can't complain about how everything is a remake and a redo, and then somebody does something like this.
No, that was an original movie,
and it's not great, but it's not bad.
Nobody will remake that movie.
I don't know. The problem is the only people I would recommend this movie to are the people I don't normally like.
If you're in a psycho ward and you can't get out.
No, if you're somebody who like pretends to like pretentious shit, this would be a movie.
Yeah. You could brag about
and you
watching
could say
this,
I'm doing it,
and you can sit around and tell everybody about all the deep meaning that it has.
No, I'm not doing that. I don't think it has any. I just think it was funny.
But the pretentious people love
it. Made me laugh harder than a lot of like recent comedy movies. I think it was funnier than like
name a recent comedy movie.
Oh fuck. Okay, I shouldn't say. Okay, it's funnier than The Big Bang Theory. How about that? Is that better?
Wow.
It's funnier than any sitcom on TV. How about that?
Sitcoms are not really funny.
There's at least a laugh track.
That just reminds you that it's not funny.
Okay, so what form of torture would you be willing to withstand to never have to see this movie again? Like drawn and quartered or pulled apart by horses? What are we talking here?
Half a shift at the job that we used to have.
Yeah, the no burning bull, none of that.
Burning bull?
You know where?
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess we don't have to guess at this, but why don't you go ahead and give us our rating? Your rating.
Well, it's is there 0 through 5 or 1 through 5? We have to go through this every time.
1 through 5.
1 through 5. Negative 15 million.
Give me back my time.
No, execute the director.
Execute the director.
Yes.
I'm gonna give it. Hold your piss in because you.
Jesus.
Well, so
because you didn't want to miss the dick monster.
Here, well, yeah, you didn't. You'd miss the ball monster getting stabbed. But also you don't know what's coming. You don't want to. If you miss a part,
you would have to be deranged. No, nobody could know. Even if I've already seen the movie, if I watch it again, I still wouldn't know what was coming.
I don't think you're meant to know what's going on. It's that kind of movie. But I'll say I was entertained. It made me laugh. It went off the rails a lot.
Individual, Jeremy.
You know what it reminded me of? There was this time we had an old roommate, you and I, and him and I smoked some weed one time, and we watched How the West Was Won, which is like a live Led Zeppelin concert.
Okay.
And in the middle of that, there's a solo in the middle of Dazed and Confused that goes on for about 8 minutes. Now, under my circumstances at the time, I thought that I had watched an entire concert, heard 5 different songs, all this stuff, like a crazy performance, and then 10 minutes into this solo, they go back to the main riff, the dun, 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 and me and him locked eyes like, what just happened? What did we just... This wasn't all Dazed and Confused. This was a whole other concert we just experienced. And that's what this movie felt like to me. If you were on drugs, which I wasn't, that this movie would probably be very interesting.
It depends on the drugs. But some drugs, I wouldn't have been able to watch it.
But I say, if you're into weird shit and you want to give it a chance, I would check it out. It's not... But if you don't...
I cannot recommend this movie.
I can imagine you cannot. I would recommend it if you're somebody who likes weird shit and you're tired of slop.
I would put a disclaimer on it. If you have any mental health issues, like you're slightly suicidal,
this might trigger your schizophrenia.
Don't watch
That's
this.
actually not a
this
bad.
Might push you over the edge.
Now that you mention that, if you have mental health episodes, probably don't watch this.
I would not.
This might trigger something in you.
Yes.
Maybe that was the plan. Maybe you want Schizos Rise Up, but nobody saw this movie. This movie cost $35 million. The box office was like 12. Like it did not do good.
$35 million.
35.
Yeah,
well, dude, that was
to
the
rent
thing.
that mansion for
the
a while.
sets looked cool.
It was okay. There was good acting in it, but all the acting was good.
Yeah.
Okay. The scenes were very good. The special effects were good.
The penis monster. Great.
It's the best penis monster I've ever
probably
seen.
Probably the largest penis monster
and
ever
very realistic for a talking penis monster.
It did talk, didn't it?
Was it 6'8"?
No, it was taller than it. It was taller than Jeeves, so it was probably 8-10 feet.
Yeah. You're never going to see a penis monster like that.
Not quite like that. You'll probably never see this director have a job again, I don't think. This was his third movie.
Who can afford to lose that much on another movie?
No, they take risks. That's why I like this studio, is they take risks. Sometimes it doesn't pay off, but at least we have a weird movie to talk about that you can tell people from now on, hey, I saw this movie, it's nuts, don't watch it.
I am never going to tell anybody I saw this movie.
I'm going to post this to the world. They will actually find out.
I will deny it.
But, okay, well, that was Beau is Afraid. Have you seen it? Did you like it? Was it too crazy for you? Leave us a comment. Leave us a like. Thanks, everybody, for watching the show.